All right, everyone, good morning. Happy Sunday. I am super excited because it is Halloween month, which is my favorite holiday. So, we're going to get in pretty quickly into the dates of the middle class tax refund here in the state of California. And some of you are still wanting to know the qualifications. And then lastly, how are you getting your payment if your bank information has changed? So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen, but let me know if you have any questions in the comments and I will do my best to answer those. Okay. So, one second. How is everyone today? I just got back from a conference, like a YouTube vid summit thing, and that was kind of fun. Kind of got me re-inspired to create videos. So that's good. Okay. There still may be a random video every now and then. We'll see. Okay. One moment. I'm gonna make sure it's sharing it right. Yes, it is. Okay. Do you want that view? What about this view? Okay, I feel like that's the best view for this. I know I'm super tiny down here at the bottom. Okay. California reveals when inflation relief checks will be sent out. And I do have this article linked down below. So, again, I'm going to start off talking about when it's going to get sent out. So, I'm going to scroll down. Okay. So, the payment dates October 7th. So, that's next Friday through October 25th. You're going to get that by direct deposit if you received the Golden State stimulus, the one or two, by direct deposit. So if you receive those by direct deposit, you should receive this by direct deposit between October 7th and October 25th. Okay. Then, if you received your 2020 state tax refund by direct deposit, but you didn't get the Golden State stimulus, then the dates that you're going to receive it by direct deposit are October 28th through November 14th. Next, if you received the Golden State stimulus by debit card and or by check, okay? A lot of you are saying that you received checks in the mail. So this should be the case if you received a check in the mail for the Golden State stimulus or a debit card for the Golden State stimulus. You can expect to see your middle class tax refund issued to you on a debit card that you're going to get in the mail between October 25th and December 10th. And then, if you don't fall into any of the above categories, that's when you're going to get it by January 15th. Actually, that's the mail date. So they're saying that they expect this to be totally complete by January 23rd. So January 15th would be the mail date. And then they're, you know, recommending that you allow a little wiggle room to actually receive that in the mail. And then you're like, well, Shelly, how are you? What if I've changed my bank account? That's probably the number one question that I'm getting. And I believe that's going to put you at the January 15th date. Hi, Vanessa. You think gas is way too crazy again? I filled up at the end of last weekend, but what I think happened, and I'm going to have to, we can look into this together in a second. California was forgiving they delayed like one of our gas taxes, I think. And now that's back in, like the period where they're not doing that. Like normally they raise our taxes for the summer gas that we buy, like something about the summer blend because of the heat here in California. And I think they didn't make us pay that this year, but now that they haven't waived that, I think that's what's going on. I do need to double check that. And of course, everything that's going on with the Ukraine is affecting our gas prices as well. Okay. Joel says, I won't be getting mine until January. It's just too late, honestly. Yeah, especially with the gas prices going up. Joel, what else do you need financially, right? I'm just wondering because I do want to start making more videos, so I'm just kind of wondering what kind of finance information might be helpful to you. You need yours by October 7th, not mid-January. At that point, it's just too late. Yeah. Hi, Mel. Okay, Siegel, 350 isn't enough at the rate fuel is going up, 20 cents a gallon a day rise. I did see that they were creeping up. I haven't filled up my tank in about a week, but I did notice that prices were about $5.30, and then it looked like they were almost up to like $5.80. So I need to check into that. Good morning, Bonnie. And of course, I've seen Hocus Pocus too, and I'm really into Halloween. So I've got on my little Halloween sweater. And the theme today is orange. I've got a little bat in the corner because it's my favorite animal. How do you know when it's coming? Because you checked the estimator. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen again. Let me read Siegel's comment and then we'll go back to that. I found a news article. I finally found it in writing. And apparently this article came out a while ago, but I just saw it this week. Okay, Siegel, you did keep track of it the last 4 days, and at a point it did rise 20 cents a day. That's terrible. That's really terrible. These gas prices, it's crazy. Okay, Mel, you also just filled up and you're so mad you went up. Gas is $7. $7. Mel, where are you? $7 seems like too much. Although if you drive a car like Andrew or Infinity, it requires like premium gas. Luckily, I drive a Prius C. I can just go to the Arco and put in like the lowest grade gas possible. And currently, my tank is pretty full. Okay, so Mel, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I will show you that article and then I'll go to where I'm getting my information that if your bank account has changed, that you're also going to be getting this middle class tax refund check in the form of a debit card. So let me start sharing my screen again. Oh, okay. So we've got the dates right here, and hopefully you guys can see these. I have this news article linked in the description down below as well. So October 7th through October 25th, you'll get that direct deposited if you received the Golden State Stimulus 1 or 2 by direct deposit. October 28th through November 14th, you should get it direct deposited if you received 2020 state tax refund by direct deposit, but you didn't get the Golden State stimulus. The next dates are October 25th through December 10th, and you should get that by debit card if you received the Golden State stimulus by debit card. And I've seen a lot of you say, I didn't get the Golden State stimulus by debit card, but I did receive it in the mail in the form of a check. And it's my belief that if that is the case, that this date would also apply to you. And then, unfortunately, by January 15th is when they'll go out, which means if they're not mailing them until the 15th, they're saying give it to about January 23rd to actually receive the funds. And then that's going to be taxpayers who don't fall into the above categories, and you'll get that in the mail by a debit card. So be careful not to throw away your mail. If you're like me, I get a lot of credit card offers. And so I get my mail and I can feel inside that there's like one of those fake debit cards. Like it has my name printed on it, but it's like, call if you want to activate this. So I normally just throw those away. I don't even open them because I know what I'm expecting and what I'm not. I know when my current cards that I use are going to be, um, what's the word? I know when when they're gonna expire, so I know when to expect a new one. So I normally just throw those out. I don't know what view is the best here. Maybe this? No, that's too little. You guys can't read that. Sorry, I'm playing around with my screen here. How do I normally do this? Oh, okay. So let me see if there's any more comments, and then I'm gonna go to the link in this that says when it. Oops, I accidentally removed myself from the screen. Okay, what is going on today? Okay. Siegel. Okay, yep. We read that one. You filled up, you're mad. We read that one. In San Pedro. Is that because you're close to the dock and there's no other gas stations? That does not make sense. Hi, Gloomy Lunatic. I like your username. Okay, Linda, good to see you. It sucks that some people have to wait until mid-January to get that 350. Hang in there, folks. You'll be fine. Yeah, and some people are only getting $200. And some people, if you made like a crazy amount of money, you won't be getting anything. I think most of us will be getting something, and I hope that you guys all get at least the 350. Mel, you have the Lexus RX 91. It's $7. 89 and 87 is 6 something. That's so crazy. I'm going to look at the gas prices by my house when I go out later today. You think the mid-January people are the ones who are in the negatives in the AGI and didn't even qualify. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm about to click the link in 2 seconds that shows all the scenarios that would put you in the January 15th group of people, including people who have changed their bank account information. You should be in the first round, but 700 isn't enough, but you get it though. Prince Ollie, good to see you. By the time we get this rebate, gas will be $10 a gallon. I certainly hope not. We're all going to start walking if that's the case. Okay. Bonnie is saying that you think you fall into that category. Happily, you'll take the card in January. Okay. So let me share where I'm showing that information that people who have changed their bank accounts. So up here in this article, which again, I have linked down below. Where's that link? Oh my goodness. I have to put my glasses up on my head. Except that apparently that stretches them out. And I love these glasses. So I'm going to put them over here. Okay. Where's the link? Did I just pass the link? I did. Okay. More on how the state is sending out payments can be found out here. So I'm going to click that. Oh, and then this takes me to another article, I think. Okay, so this is another article, but it's also on the Franchise Tax Board's website. So some examples of people who will receive their payments on a debit card and not via direct deposit, according to the Franchise Tax Board, the FTB, are taxpayers who filed a paper return, taxpayers who received their 2020 tax refund by check, taxpayers who had a balance due in 2020, taxpayers who received their Golden State stimulus payment by check. Oh, dang it. Taxpayers who use their refund to pay their tax preparer fees, and taxpayers who received an advance refund for the 2020 tax year. Okay. If you've moved, you can change your address on file on the website and see instructions from the Franchise Tax Board here. Dang it. Why is this so hard to find the link? Let's click this. Oops. Am I sharing the right thing? Or is this? Oh, I just realized I was not sharing that. Dang it. Okay. How do I share this page instead? All right. We're going to add a different one. Okay, first I'm going to share this while I look for the other things. Okay, let me actually share how to do your address. Oh my goodness. What's wrong with me today? Also, like, why does my voice sound like weird and scratchy? I got my booster for the new variants on Monday, thanks to KAFLA TV. I went to the Korean Center and they were super, super nice. And it was a super easy process. And I did get my booster on Monday. Then I attended a seminar Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then I just relaxed on Friday. made a little video yesterday. Okay, let me make sure I'm sharing the page that I want to. This is for changing your address. Using my FTB is the fastest way to update your account. Log into my FTB, select profile, choose update contact information, view your account information, select the edit address link, and enter your new address and select the save button. So that's how you're going to do that. Okay, we're just going to go. Okay. Do you guys see here at the very tippy top of this where it says the very, very tippy top, like above the how to change my address, above this little icon. Now we're going to click this at the very, very, very tippy top. Am I sharing the right thing? Yes. Okay. So down here, sorry, I know I've looked at this already, so I know what I'm looking for here. These are the income limits, which we can go over in a second. This is going to make me nuts. There is an estimator for how much you're going to receive. Why is it so hard to get to this information? I know it's on this web page. This is so annoying. Okay. When you'll receive your payment, how you'll receive your payment. Oh, okay. It's right here. So they left it out. Okay. You will receive your payment in the form of a debit card if you filed a paper return, if you received your refund by check, if you had a balance due, if you received your Golden State stimulus payment by check, if you received your tax refund by check regardless of filing method, if you received your 2020 tax refund by direct deposit but have since changed your banking institution or bank account number. So that's right here on the Franchise Tax Board's website. So that's how I know you guys will be getting the debit card. And I think, unfortunately, you guys might fall into the camp that might not get it until January 23rd, 2023. Or if you received an advance payment from your tax service provider or paid your tax preparer fees using your tax refund. Okay, so did this just not go to where I wanted it to? Okay, so I'm going to leave that highlighted on screen and I'm going to go back to your questions. Okay, Sophie, I'm on public assistance. Will I get any money? So that's going to depend on if, is this better? That's going to depend if you filed your 2020 tax return. And then if you did, then you should get some sort of money. Okay, Mel, if gas continues to go up and jobs aren't giving raises, but they want us to come back into the office, I will have to leave. That's a shame, Mel. Hopefully your office won't make you go back in and hopefully gas won't be a problem. Prince Ali says, my friend drives for Uber and says not even Uber is raising their rates. They are working only to fill up their tanks, none to keep personally. And that's terrible. Yeah. So when I was driving Uber back in 2014, that's what I found. And that's kind of why I stopped. Like, I just thought like I was kind of doing it wrong. Because it wasn't paying for really anything beyond the gas. All right, my glasses are not working at all. So I have to keep them off. I feel like I'm going blind, guys. Ugh, it's no good. Okay, Live Your Life says gas prices up again. Almost double to fill up your tank. Ugh. Yeah, ugh, that's no good. Okay, Jillian says, I'm sure I updated on you on this, but that negative AGI thing. Yes, I got your update, Jillian, and thank you for sharing that. So Jillian called her assembly member and they told her that yes, if you like had a negative adjusted gross income, that you do still qualify for this middle class tax refund. But dang, gas prices are expensive. They certainly are. And that, oh, it's so annoying. Okay. Hi, Josie. Just dropped in to say hi. Have a blessed Sunday to me and my mom. Well, thank you so much. Okay. We've been back 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. You have to find another job. Maybe talk to them about going hybrid. Do you have a good relationship with your employer? Because if you've been with them a long time, they're not going to want to lose you, right? So talk to them, see if there's anything that they can do, maybe even like a hybrid kind of situation, like, 3 days at home, two in the office, two in the office, three at home. Let them know, I would say it's super, super nice. I would just say, hey, it's unfortunate, but gas prices seem to be going up at the same time that you've called us back into the office. You know, I know the company's getting back on its feet. Would you consider letting me still work from home or at least going to a hybrid schedule? Otherwise, I'm going to have to start looking for other employment because the gas is just too much right now for me to be back in the office full time. They won't budge. I'm really sorry about that. That is not fun at all. What is up with my voice? Um, Hi, Rocky. That's it. Don't apologize for being late. Glad to have you. Guys, some of you were still at, probably not like the core group that's asking questions. Please don't be shy to ask a question. I love to talk about finance. Weeble's giving out, I think it's 12 free stocks right now if you sign up. You guys might be like, Shelly, why would you even mention Weeble? And this video is not sponsored by them. I think when the stock market is down, it's a good time to buy if you can. And I know like most of us can't. We're like waiting for our stimulus checks. But with Webull, like if you put $1 into the account, then you get up to 12 free stocks. And I just think that watching what your free stocks do in the market, when there's headlines about inflation, when there's headlines about gas prices, it's a way for you to kind of like learn about it without having skin in the game. So I have all the free stocks from all the different platforms because then I have a variety of stocks. I can kind of see how they behave depending on different news headlines and statistics and things like that. And I find it really interesting. And I think that's a good way for people to get familiar with it. So, anyway, some people have wondered what the qualifications are to get that tax refund. Oh, nope, that's too little. Dang it. Okay. So the qualifications are it's all based on income and whether you filed your 2020 taxes, and you do still need to live in California. And there actually is a payment estimator. So I'll go ahead and link that one for you in the comments. Give me 1 second here. So if you still don't know, I just dropped a link in the chat for how to get to the estimator on that, because not everyone's getting the full $1,050, unfortunately. So that stinks. So that's the link. I know you can't copy it when it's in the highlighted comment like that. But that is the link to the estimator on that. Hi, Texas Buttercup. Also, thank you so much for the comment. I made like a random video with my friend who I went to Yosemite with. It was a reaction video, and I had some friends say that's so mean. Don't post that. My mom didn't like the video. She's like, we don't care about that. We just want to hear about finance. But I had fun making that. It was a different kind of video for me. It challenged my editing skills. And I just thought you guys might want to know like who I was spending my time with and, why I thought I was safe and things like that. So Texas Buttercup says, may want to get an eye exam, possibly for free or very low cost at either UCLA or USC. Search online. Also take preservation gel caps. So I used to have really good insurance. I see Infinity popping in. I used to have really good insurance that paid for my eye exams, and I got them every year. Part of my problem might be that I switch glasses so much, so I'm wearing, like, old prescriptions and new prescriptions, and then I have glasses that are supposed to be bifocals, but those don't really work for me, and this is my newest prescription for, like, distance? I don't know. So these are dirty. Okay. Okay, so let's see what Infinity has to say. Your car is fully paid off, but the gas prices make it feel like a car note just magically reappeared. That is terrible. They've gotten that high. Deja, is this just for the state of California? Yes, but other states have issued some stimulus payments. They call them different things. I want to say that it was either Iowa or Idaho. They issued payments, but it was like $47. Not every state is giving people money back, but yeah, the one that I'm talking about today is specifically just for the state of California. But I'm happy if you want to drop your state down, I'm happy to like Google it and share whatever I find with you. Good morning, Ernie. Thank you. Thank you for I know you like all the videos and I really appreciate that. Okay, you thought the travel video was excellent and you want more. And you totally got my sense of humor. And I figured out how to the timing. He's talking about drinking water from the creek and he's like, "Oh, I wonder how it's going to taste." And I feel like I cut that so perfectly and zoomed in my face and I was like, "This is probably disgusting." And then right after he was like, "It's gross." Okay, you enjoyed the reaction video. It might be different subscribers wanting to follow me. Not every Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And I have to try some new things because I want to. I feel like that will help me grow as a creator, right? Jenny and I should co-author a book on the EDD scandal. Midterms are almost here and it's a hot topic. The New York Times say now it's 36.2 billion fake claims. Okay. So, we're going back to the middle class tax refund page because there were still some of you that were like, what are the qualifications? Okay. And the initials on this are the MCTR. Again, some people were like, what happened to the gas rebate, the gas refund, the gas tax credit? They scrapped that in favor of the MCTR, the middle class tax refund. It's a one-time payment. I've gotten that question as well. Are we getting this every month? No, it's a one-time payment to provide relief to Californians. If you're eligible, you will automatically receive a payment. Payments are expected to be issued between October of 2022 and January of 2023. And I've gone over those dates a couple times, but we have confirmed dates based on what your situation is. Determine your eligibility. You are eligible if you filed your 2020 tax return by October 15th, 2021. I want to read this little footnote here. To receive your payment, you must have filed a complete 2020 tax return by October 15th, 2021. So that's October 15th of last year. He's not in here right now, but I know Andy asked me about that. However, if you applied for an individual taxpayer identification number, ITIN, but you didn't receive it by October 15th of 2021, you must have filed your complete 2020 tax return on or before February 15th of 2022. That's February 15th of this year. So if you haven't filed your taxes, your 2020 taxes already, it doesn't appear that there's going to be a way for you to get this. So again, you're eligible if you filed your 2020 tax return by October 15th of 2021. If you meet the California Adjusted Gross Income, CA-AGI limits described in the What You May Receive section. So we'll go there in a second. were not eligible to be claimed as a dependent in the 2020 tax year, were a California resident for 6 months or more of the 2020 tax year, and you are still a resident, a California resident, on the date the payment is issued. Okay, so we went through the when you'll receive the payments. And then let's Google this in 1 second. Okay, this is the California adjusted gross income. You're going to need to go to line 17 on your 2020 Form 540 or line 16 on your 2020 Form 542EZ. And I would just like to say that so you're not looking at your federal tax refund to determine if you're eligible or not. You're looking at the 540, which is the California state income form. Okay. I'm going to start off differently because I'm a single person. So I am curious what it is for me. I'm single, not married, no kids. But this is for single or married RDP filing separately. Okay. So if your California adjusted gross income reported on your 2020 tax return was 75,000 or less with no dependents, it's going to be 350. If you filed single but you have dependents, doesn't matter how many dependents, 1 dependent, 15 dependents, doesn't matter, you'd get 700 back. If your adjusted gross income was between $75,000 and $1 to $125,000 with no dependents, you'd get 250. I actually think that year that might be my income level, which is great that in 2020 I made that much, but right now I'm broke. I could use the extra 100, but whatever. People like my mom, she didn't file state taxes, so she's not going to get it at all, which is like really a shame because she could use it like more than anybody I know. Okay. If you made between $75,001 and $125,000 and you do have dependents, then you'd be getting $500 back. If you made between $125,000 and $1 to $250,000, but you're single, no dependents, then you're only getting $200 back. If you have dependents, you'd get $400 back. And if you made more than $250,000 and $1, then you're unfortunately not qualified. Okay, now, so that's single and single with kids. Next, I'm going to go to if you're married and filed jointly. So then the income threshold becomes $150,000 or less if you file jointly. Then you would get $700 back. That's basically $350 for you and $350 for your spouse. Then if you have dependents, you would get a total of $1,050 in the one-time payment. If you're married, filing jointly, you can make all the way up to $500,000. But if you made in the largest category as a married couple filing jointly, you could make between $250,000 $1 and $500,000, but then you're only getting $400 if it's just you as the married couple, and then you'd get $600 back if you are married filing jointly with dependents. Okay, let's see here. Remember, while moms are important, they aren't my target audience for YouTube. The travel video gets different groups of people to watch. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping the algorithm would like pick up his name and pick up on the video. And I think the thumbnail was good on that. I changed it though. I don't know if anybody noticed that. I changed the thumbnail. I'm not sure if that helped. But yeah, expand my videos and channel. It's hard though, because like the stimulus video that I just released got a ton of views, but it's not like evergreen content. Like in theory, people can look up that reaction video and see that I think my friend made some risky choices and how that all came to be. Um, forever. That would be relevant forever. This information that gets more views is only relevant, while we all need this information. Okay. Texas Buttercup says, may just have eye allergies and switching glasses just makes you notice it more. Still would see a doc for recommendations and take the BNL preserver for eye health. I'm going to write that down. Is it expensive? Because right now, okay, I totally bought this Halloween sweater. But right now, I got to watch my funds a little bit more carefully to make sure that they stretch. Okay. Also, guys, would you guys be interested in watching? I have a couple of ideas for a couple of series. So you guys let me know if you're interested in any of these. Video idea number one is I applied for 100 jobs and I don't know how that long would take me. I was thinking about being like, I applied for 100 jobs in 100 days. I don't want to do it. Or I applied for 100 jobs in 100 hours, but those hours are not going to be consecutive. I need to sleep. But where you guys see what jobs I apply for and why would it take I think so it had been really so long since I had worked for the same company for 25 years. And then kind of a friend got me into my last job. And I really did not have an idea about how long it took to send out these resumes. First, you have to look for the job, then you have to send out a resume, and you need to customize the resume a little bit. I wish you didn't, but unfortunately you do. And then oftentimes you need to send a cover letter, which involves researching the company you're applying for a little bit and that kind of thing. I think it could take an hour to apply for one job. So 100 jobs in 100 hours or 100 jobs in 100 days. If I made that, do you want to see me do it in real time, on live? Or do you want me to just do it and then make one video out of it? Those are the questions. So that's the idea for one series of videos. Then the other idea, you guys know, I need to sell my stuff on eBay. I sold a thing a day. I sold 100 items because I feel like the challenge videos and series videos are kind of popular right now. Hang on, I got to write this down. B&L. I don't even know what that stands for. Preservation. Maybe I just need to eat more carrots. Also, I don't know, guys. I'm 45 and it is all breaking down. Okay. All right, you liked the Alone in the Forest video that I uploaded. All right, well, I'm super glad about that. So a lot of people were really torn on that video, and a lot of my audience didn't watch it. I thought it was really cool, and I learned how to do all kinds of editing things, which was my goal. Okay. Post on his site and have a link to my video. The thing is, right? So, and I mentioned this to you in my long comment. I had a friend that was like, you were too mean to him. You dragged him. And I said, hey, did you think I was mean? And he said, no, I just think you were honest, right? Do YouTubers that want to make challenge videos want you to be honest? So the only controversy, right? The only thing is, I guess there were two controversies in his video that could have been fake or a scam. One, they used some generic stock footage of Yosemite Valley in the quick opening scene of the video. But it makes it seem like that's what it looked like when he was there, and it didn't, because we went at the end of summer, the beginning of fall. So the waterfall was dry. He used fake footage, stock footage. And I don't know if that's something he wants to advertise. And then the other thing is, he said he only brought 7 items, but do clothes. And you guys that watch the video, let me know. He had clothes and he had video equipment and he had toothbrush and toothpaste. I think toothbrush and toothpaste are separate items. And I think maybe the clothes, and I don't think he has to count the video equipment. I don't know. It's a gray area, right? You have to show up wearing clothes. But it's if he would have started off that challenge with no toothbrush, no food, and he only had 7 items of clothes, or he counted his clothes as part of the 7 items, that might have been interesting. He's really nice though. I had a lot of fun on that. And he didn't seem to have a problem with it, but like a lot of people did. And I just don't know if they want you calling it out. Anyway, I also don't want to be like a social climber and like just be like, "Hey, can you post a link to that on your video?" Like I'd rather people find it organically, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, CR says in 2020, most people were collecting unemployment insurance as the pandemic. So UI counts as income. It does whatever your adjusted gross income on your state tax return is. But like one of my viewers, Jillian, she already researched it. Even if you had a negative adjusted income, so let's say that at the very beginning of the pandemic, you had your own business and your business was in the negatives. And even after receiving unemployment benefits, your business was still in the negatives because maybe you were paying rent or whatever. I don't know. But even if your adjusted gross income was negative, you do still qualify for this. But then most likely you're going to be in that group of people because even if you owed taxes, you'd be in the group of people that aren't going to receive your payment until January 2023 at the latest. Okay. Yes, eat lots of carrots in the interim. I actually just roasted. I don't know why I never thought of this. You can roast baby carrots. I've always just roasted whole carrots. And so many times I bought like those bags of baby carrots because I do like baby carrots, but I'll eat like 5 of them. And then I'm like, okay, I'm good. And the other rest of the bag just sits there getting soggy. But I totally roasted those the other day. And mom, okay, you guys, sorry. You guys know the streams. I'm a little bit all over the place, but if you have questions, I promise I'll get to them. Um, every year Ibotta does like the free Thanksgiving dinner, and they give you like this little tiny, it's like a tiny turkey breast. And I got like the Cajun seasoned one. And I'm embarrassed to admit this. I think I did not get that. This thing has been sitting in my freezer for 2 years. Not a lie. Little frozen turkey sitting in my freezer for 2 years. I just cooked it yesterday. It's fine. Oh my goodness. Okay. I gotta block this person. Sorry, guys. So I don't follow that. Well, that's so annoying. Ugh. Anyway, so I ate some carrots yesterday. I roasted up some carrots, and I finally cooked this little tiny turkey, and it's Cajun seasoned, and it was free, and it was delicious. So, how about me going to the grocery store on a budget, like for the week? My mom wants me to make that video. Because Rocky, you know that so I combine Ibotta, or my mom combines Ibotta with food stamps. So you can use your food stamps to buy things that are on the Ibotta special, and then you actually get cash back. So I want to say like last time me and my mom went shopping, we used the Ibotta app and got like $35 back. So definitely. Different target audience will be entertained, probably won't be the same group of people. Yes, post on several of his videos, keep it fun. I'm perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, Rocky, I know. I know you think I should do a challenge with him. He like sneaks across the world for free though. And I don't think that's right. But he got in a little trouble for like this a thumbnail, which is like the picture before you click the video, where he went to the world's poorest country and he spent $10,000. And it's good to stimulate their economy. And he wasn't traveling there for free or anything. I could do that. I could help like donate to people. I am too old. Okay, you're never too old. But I don't want to stay in the cold for 48 hours. I do not want to stand on a brick for, I don't like the stuff he does. I don't want to do. Now, Mr. Beast challenge, Mr. Beast just made a video that was like, I stayed in this house in a circle for 100 days alone. And the guy won like $500,000 so my friend Phidias would need to offer me an awful lot of money to participate in one of those challenges. And even then it would need to be like relatively easy. Maybe I could do like I learned to sail a yacht in 24 hours because that would be interesting. I don't know. I love the water. I'm not afraid to do water challenges, but like I like to eat food and be comfortable. right? Isn't that the goal from all this working? Okay. I'm stressing too much. It's normal to cross post. Think like a business person, please. We want you to do more of these. So also I would have to ask him to cross post it though. And is he gonna want to post a video where I'm roasting him? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'll ask. I will ask. And I'll tell him that my viewers would like to see me do a challenge with him. But no guarantees because it would seriously need to be a fairly easy challenge. Okay, anyway. Ready for the World says idea number one. Oh, sorry. Okay, the other idea for a couple of series, because you guys do ask me like about the stock market, right? And sometimes the stock market's super discouraging, especially if you don't have a lot of money to invest. Like it seems like the people that have made good money on the stock market, they've started out with a fairly large investment. And I know that that's at least not even really my situation. So the second idea for videos is I started with $1, and this could be like a daily series. I started with $1 investment in Tesla, and then every day I put another dollar in, and you guys are going to have to be in it for a long haul, see where that ends up at the end of the year. I could also do index funds, which most people recommend because they're a little bit safer. I could do some into bonds. I could do some, so index funds, dividend funds, and then just individual stock. Tesla seems to be the most popular. So just keep putting $1 a day into each of those and then see where it ends up at the end of the year, just so you guys can kind of see. So that's kind of the idea. Reyes family, what are the kids going on for Halloween? I'm wearing my Halloween sweater, and I know last year you guys posted some Halloween videos of the kids. So are you doing that again? I would definitely want to see that. Okay. Texas Buttercup says, think I should have him interact with me at the beginning of each of our commentary videos so that it shows that he knows what I'm doing. Also focus on your shock and awe. He's busy though, and half the time he's like in another country, so he can't always be there um to like react with me. So all of these things, like they seem like they'd be really easy. It took me a year to even just figure out how to make a reaction video, and I thought it would be super easy, but when I was putting it together, it was not easy. Just post the comment section. Okay, you could do that too. Okay. All right. Most YouTubers have links blocked. So, um, I guess that kind of helps his video if I say that. I don't also having a friend is more important than like putting stuff in the comments, I guess. Like I don't want to make my new friend mad. Like I just made this friend and he does YouTube and he's doing it well. So I don't want to make him mad. um, don't do the challenge. It's not funny. Let him be the goofy guy and me be the sane adult commenting. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. Guys, do you have any more questions about the middle class tax refund? Any other things that you want to know? So that's what we were talking about mostly. The Reyes family is that middle class tax refund because we're going to start to see those payments as soon as next Friday, October 7th. I might wear Halloween themed outfits on all of my lives up until Halloween. Because who says that I'm a sane adult? Ha ha ha. No, just kidding. For the most part, I am. Okay. Have him do things remotely like the recommendation of me applying for a government office and showing their reactions and yours, kind of like the Office TV show. That's not a bad idea. Okay. So the middle class tax refund, that's the thing that they were talking about. For a little while, they were talking about like, oh, gas tax rebate or gas tax relief. And then they changed it to the middle class tax refund. That's for people who are still living in the state of California and filed their 2020 taxes. We're getting a little bit of money back, anywhere between $200 and $1,050, depending on your tax filing status. All right, ready for the world. I apply for a job at the EDD, as in the 1 in a million candidate. The reactions of managers, clerks, spouses that I already know who I am. An inside look at the state of California. So I actually, guys, like I'm not working right now and I'm applying for jobs. So I might, I haven't yet, but I might apply to work at the EDD because it seems like that'd be a good fit. I like the look of this purple of your name icon inside of today's orange. So I have a lot of video ideas. I'm just not sure if they're good. You know what they say is to just post them, but they also say like, don't, forget who your audience is and what they want to see. I'm glad that most of you guys are with me for whatever crazy adventures I'm on. And I think Rocky, you were the one that said I should make a video with my mom doing like a week of grocery shopping. Also, grocery shopping tip, even more affordable than Ralph's, right? At the top, you've got like Whole Paycheck and like Bristol Farms and like places that are probably too expensive to shop at. Then you've got like your grocery stores, like you've got your Ralph's and you've got your Vons. And then more affordable than either of those is like your Food for Less, your Superior, and your Walmart grocers. So if you have any of those three, those are going to be better bets than even like Ralph's or Vons. And like the produce is just as good. It really is. Then if you have like a local market, like I have two right near me. Either of those are generally more affordable than even like Food for Less or Superior or Walmart grocers. So that's my tips on groceries. But I do have another video that I'm filming with my mom on October 19th. Also, would you guys like to see us watch pumpkins? That wouldn't be fun. Carve pumpkins. I think that might be fun. Just some Halloween kind of stuff. Uh-oh. Texas Buttercup says, if I want more people to watch, I'm ultimately going to need a new channel. Would try all of my ideas. That's how you attract new people, is to entertain. Yeah, I agree. But do I put it on a new channel? Do I just put it on this one? That's kind of what I'm struggling with right now. I think like I have some Lego sets that I bought that I wanted to build. And how in my mind that ties into finance is we couldn't afford Legos when I was little. Lego sets are kind of expensive. I got Legos if they were in a Happy Meal, and I would just build them straight up, and then I would get bored, and that was that, because really not that many came in a Happy Meal. Maybe there were kids that were more creative than me that did something other than just put them straight up. Like there wasn't anything to like necessarily build. I think probably there was a picture on the package of what you could build with whatever Legos you got in your Happy Meal. But to me, that's a big deal to like be at a point in my life where I can just afford a Lego set for fun. But I've never built them, but I have the set here. I had been like, oh, I want to do that live, but I don't know if you can do that live on a new channel. I think before you can go live that you have to have 1,000 subscribers. Okay. Texas Buttercup says the secret is having lots of videos so that people seek me out often. Can use the existing channel until things grow exponentially. Yeah, and I also have some stuff that I need to unbox. Okay, Andrew says, I find it very difficult to grow on YouTube. When I did talk about EDD back in 2020 and 2021, that's when it really exploded. I think I just need to talk about popular stuff going on now. Yeah, and I probably need to expand outside of California. And Andrew, same for me, and same for, I think, Jenny as well. It's really dropped off. Like people really needed help with their unemployment claims, and now they don't quite need as much help with that. Okay, CR says, this is a question on health insurance. What insurance is available out there for independent contractors? Does it have to be through the healthcare market exchange aside from California Obamacare? No, it absolutely does not have to be through the marketplace. However, those plans will help you those plans could potentially subsidize what you're paying for health insurance. So, for example, so I was on the covered California plans for part of 2020 and until we went back to work in 2021. And you can pick like Blue Shield, you can pick Kaiser. There's a couple of companies that they work for, and you can pick like whatever plan you think works best for you. And based on your income levels, if you go through Covered California, the healthcare marketplace, the market exchange, Obamacare, whatever you want to call it, then they're going to potentially subsidize part of your health insurance cost. However, if you previously worked for an employer, if you already have a doctor or a healthcare plan that you like, that you want to continue with, there's nothing that would stop you from going to Kaiser.com and signing up for it directly through your medical provider. Also, I recently lost my health insurance since I'm looking for work again. So I looked at Covered California, but I already made so much money at the beginning of the year, which is a great problem to have, that any of those healthcare plans wouldn't be subsidized for me. So the kind of plan that I want would be almost $400 a month, which obviously is a lot of money. And then there's still deductibles and co-payments and things like that. So I don't know if you guys have been seeing them. I've been seeing a lot of advertisements for forward health coverage, which is supposed to be like a new way of getting healthcare. And I called and I waited on hold and I was like, hey, if I get this, because also we're back to being required to have health insurance for I think 9 months out of the year in order to avoid tax penalties. So I called Forward Insurance and I was like, hey, does this count as having medical insurance so that I don't get hit with that tax liability? And they said, no, it doesn't count. Their service is designed to be supplementary to like a regular health insurance plan. So that was disappointing. But there's nothing to stop you from going to an individual website and applying for whatever plan you want. You can get health insurance by any method, not just through Covered California. But if you go through Covered California, it's likely that it could potentially lower your monthly payment on health insurance. Okay, ready for the world says, yeah. Oh yeah, Grocery Outlet, Smart and Final, and Cardenas Markets and Super A for insights and lowest prices. Yeah, and I need to start looking into Dollar General. I hear that they're good also. And my mom loves Aldi. Aldi is pretty affordable for groceries as well. Okay, Linda says, my sister is low income and someone came over and gave her a free government phone. I thought it was a scam, but it's legitimate. Have you heard of this? Cell phones for people on Medi-Cal. Yes, my mom and I were actually just talking about that. I don't know how many of you guys, Linda, if you haven't seen it, I think you'd really like that video about my mom living on pretty much only her Social Security. She also gets a VA pension, but because she gets the VA pension, it basically like lowers her amount to the same amount that she would be getting if she were just on Social Security. So my mom lives off of $1,228 a month, and that's it. She also gets food stamps. But anyway, and we were talking on that video about how much she spends on her cell phone bill. And so many people were like, your mom is paying way too much money for cell phone. And so I asked my mom about it. And where my mom lives, she lives in a trailer. It is made of metal. She's not exaggerating. So it's made of metal. And dang it, this person got in again. Hang on. Oh, this is so annoying. So my mom says that she does not get service from whoever, like the government cell phone provider is because of the area she lives in. And then also, please look into this. Is it an unlimited plan? Because what my mom was saying is that actually, with those plans, and I don't know if this is true, that with the free phone, they that if you go over a certain amount of data that they could charge you. That doesn't sound right to me. I have a feeling that what they do is they slow down your internet speed so that it takes longer to connect. Um, but I do believe that one of those two things is true. If you start to use too much data, they either slow down your internet speed access for the paid users, or my mom says that if you use over a certain amount of data, that they actually charge you. And since my mom is on her phone a lot, she has trouble hearing. So we text. She likes to play games on her cell phone, free ones. So she was concerned that she would actually be paying more with the free phone versus the plan she has. And she wants to keep the plan she has because she knows that coverage is reliable. I am considering switching my cell phone service to Mint Mobile. However, and there's actually better, more affordable ways to do this. I just haven't done it yet. I currently have AT&T. With the AT&T plan that I have, which also costs me about $70 a month. But I get free access to HBO and House of Dragons. So my plan is to wait until this season of House of Dragons is over, and then I'm 100% switching to Mint Mobile, which is, I believe, $15 a month for unlimited service. They say right there, thank you. Thank you. I love it. It's by a brand called Hell Bunny. I hope I'm allowed to say hell on my channel. Hell Bunny. And I totally should not have purchased it. It is a new purchase. It wasn't even like super cheap. It was $46. And I looked at it and I was like, you don't need that. And I thought about it for a few days. I even emailed or I Instagrammed Graham Stephan's girlfriend, fiance, because she has a similar Halloween sweater. And we also like have a pair of matching socks. We're not friends. I just follow her on Instagram. And I was like, oh, I really want this sweater. It kind of looks like your Halloween sweater. I was like, but in my head, Graham Stephan will make you think. He says that because of inflation and stuff, like a $5 latte today is like $75 in future dollars. And this sweater was $46. So it's a lot of money in future dollars. I probably shouldn't have bought it, but I love it. And so I'm going to wear it a lot during Halloween. But thank you for saying that. Makes me feel like it's justified. And orange apparently is a very good color on YouTube with a blue background. So we're popping today on the channel. I'll probably leave a link to this sweater in the comments after the video in case anybody wants to check it out. Whenever you shop, you don't even have to buy the sweater, but whenever you shop on Amazon, but you go there using my link first, I think that helps me. Also, I think that in the time I've been an Amazon associate, I've made like a grand total of maybe $20 in the 2 years since I've been doing it, but $20 is better than no dollars. All right, you guys. Let me know in the comments what you want to talk about on tomorrow, Monday night's live. Let me know if you want to see either 100 days of me applying for jobs. Do you want me to do it live every day, or do you just want me to do it and then make one video? I guess same question for selling all my stuff on eBay. Do you want me to do it live every day, or do you just want me to make one video about it and then release that into the world? And then do you like the idea of investing $1 every day, right? Because I think even though most of our budgets are really tight, we could probably scrounge together $1 a day in our couch cushions. And I'll do that into Tesla, into an index fund, and into dividend funds, and maybe cryptocurrency if you guys want, and then see where that ends up. We're going to have to do that at the end of the year because $1 a day may seem like it's not even worth it because it's not a big investment. But it would be interesting to see where each of those investments end up at the end of the year, investing just $1, which one turned out to be better or worse. Like those kinds of things fascinate me. And then it would help me. They call that dollar cost averaging, where you just buy a set amount of the stock or the index fund every single day. And you don't think about, like, is the market up or is the market down? Because in the end, it should all average out. So would that be something that you guys would want to watch while we're going through a recession? I'm going to read Ernie's comment and then I'm going to head out for the day. I'm worth the future money spent. YOLO, you have experience. Yeah, I have a friend that said that to me. He was like, well, Shelly, like, you're so cheap. Like, you don't, like, you need to enjoy some of your money. So I'm enjoying this sweater. All right, we're going to read CRs. Regarding my vision, ask my optometrist for a computer prescription. Oh, like a blue light thing? Am I just looking at my phone and stuff too much? I'm going to write that down too. So I have B&L, Preservision, and then a computer prescription. I hadn't thought of that. Computer. And I did buy a pair of blue light glasses a while back. And then, like, the side, they arrived broken. Like, the side was broken. It had, like, no earpiece. So the side was broken. So then I sent them back. But I probably should have blue light glasses. Can I just buy those off Amazon though, or should I get like because I can read comments. I'll get blue light glasses and see how that goes. Oh, I like these, cute when they're down low. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy the fruits of my efforts. But right now is not the time for me to be spending money. I either need a job or I need, like, YouTube to, like, pop off like crazy. I probably should not have bought this sweater, but I'm going to link it down below in the comments after I hop off. All right, you guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 9.